Hi there, Tammy Beard with Stampin' Savvy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here today to share with you a new bundle that's just out in the Holiday 2018 catalog. It is the First Frost bundle. First Frost stamp set with the Frosted Bouquet Framelits dies. It is part of the Frosted Floral suite, which includes the stamps, the dies, it's got designer series paper, a cardstock pack, and then some really neat embellishments. But today we're going to be focusing on that stamp and framelits die bundle. So let me show it to you. So First Frost is the name of the stamp set, and it is a classic red rubber 9-piece set. It comes with 3 different sentiments. So you get a congratulations and a wishing you all the best. But then they've kind of changed things up on us, and they have included this awesome holiday sentiment that's good for any of the winter holidays. And then you've got these really, really beautiful floral and foliage images that give you the effect of watercolor without needing to know how to watercolor. There's not a drop of water needed. They actually have they've created the stamps in such a way that it gives you this really textured finish. It is really, really cool. So beautiful, beautiful stamped images. And then it comes with a coordinating framelit set. So all of them come with different framelits except for this stamp right here. So this one is here, and then this one is here. It's got a large and then a small floral. You've got this thistle piece here, and then this is kind of like an accent piece or filler piece, or what I would think of as filler, like in a floral arrangement, at least. So this one does not have a matching die with it, but it does have this bonus piece here. And while it does look like it might coordinate, it doesn't. And there is a reason for that. That's so that you can do layers. So if you stamped that onto your project and you wanted to layer that over it, it's not going to cover it up. So you get kind of that offset multi-dimensional look. Pretty cool? And then you also get this extra bonus piece, which is like this leaflet sprig. Really, really cool. So this doesn't match any of these either. So you got 2 bonus pieces here. And then it comes with this great set here. So this is designed to layer. So you get a smaller die and then this larger one so that you can cut this is designed for the holiday sentiment. And then it's designed to layer right on top of another piece of your colored cardstock like that. Is that not cool? And the nice thing is that this set can be used anytime. This is an all-purpose die that can be used on any of your sentiments that would fit. So I love when they throw those in because it just adds that much more value to your framelit set. Now the other thing I want to point out is that you'll notice that there's 2 thistles, and there also is 2 small floral dies. That's so that you can get twice as many cut at one time. So if you're doing a project and you're doing multiples, you can just run it through the Big Shot one time, which is really nice. There is 2, my second one is MIA. It's on my worktop somewhere, but I just couldn't find it. So we're going with it. So that is the bundle. And again, if you put them together and you buy them at the same time, you save 10% right off the top, right? Cool? So, okay, let me show you the card that we're going to be making today. Actually, you're going to get a twofer because I'm going to show you this card. And this was designed as a wedding card. And I want to show you today how to do this wreath, okay, with a couple of the stamps. And this one was done in mint macaron and rich razzleberry. So it's a mint macaron card base, mint macaron leaves. That little sprig right there was from this die, and that is cut with the vellum. Okay, the vellum cardstock. So there was two of these and 2 of these, and then I've got 3 of the larger floral images and 2 of the smaller. That's a piece of the Frosted Floral Designer Series paper, and then that yummy scrummy ribbon is the velvet ribbon, the 1/4 inch velvet ribbon in Rich Razzleberry, and this is in the annual catalog. There also is another ribbon that they came out with in the holiday catalog that is same 1/4 inch velvet ribbon in Tranquil Tide. So it goes with that designer series paper as well. But isn't that just beautiful? So okay, so this is the card that, like I said, that I already made, and I was going to show you how to make it, and I decided, you know what, let's change it up a little bit and create a holiday card using the same basic design so that you can see the versatility of being able to take a design and create it to maybe what the occasion is that you need. So let's go ahead and set this one aside, set that one up there. So what we're going to be doing today is I am bringing in the Frosted Floral Cardstock pack. So this is the cardstock pack that goes with the Frosted Floral Designer Series paper that's part of this suite. So you've got Shaded Spruce, Gray Granite, and Blackberry Bliss. We're going to be using all 3 of these in today's cards. You're going to need a Shaded Spruce ink pad and a Blackberry Bliss ink pad. And then I've also brought in some Whisper White and then some of the sparkle glimmer paper that's in the annual catalog. We're going to be using that. So set these aside. We won't be using these. Okay, so we're going to be doing a Gray Granite card base. So this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that's been cut on the long side and then scored in half, and then just taken bone folder and I've given that a crease. This is about 1/3 of an inch of the designer series paper, the Frosted Floral, and I just cut it right off the 12-inch piece of paper. I don't even trim it down. We're just going to do that after we've applied it. If you prefer to cut it down yourself, you can totally do that. Then we've got a 4.25 by 4.25 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock. That's going to get layered right here. And then I've gone ahead and I've cut my extra pieces out here. I've got 2 of the leaflets here in the Shaded Spruce, and then I've also taken that sparkle paper and I've cut out 2 of these berry sprigs just to save a little bit of time. But we're going to walk through this together. So let's go ahead and set our card base aside. We've got our 4.25 inch square piece of Whisper White cardstock, and let's go ahead and start with our Shaded Spruce Stampin' Pad. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using that stamp right here or that one right here. Actually, the 4 we're using today is this one and this one. We're going to be doing this one in Shaded Spruce. We're going to be doing this one in the Blackberry Bliss, and then both of those floral images will be in Blackberry Bliss as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to ink up our thing. Now I want you to see it's going to look like there's not enough ink on it. That's not a typical look that you get, right? So no worries. That's how you get that watercolor look. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start by putting one down here, and I want you to notice that it kind of is curved, okay? So all we're going to do is we're going to re-ink, and then we're going to kind of take our stem and just kind of match it up to the curve of the stem that's there. And you don't have to be too picky about this because it's going to get layered over. And we're just going to create a circle with this, kind of just moving it down as we go. And then let's do one more. There we go. Now, if you look at that and go, and that doesn't get you too excited, no worries. We're going to put some more layers on there and it's going to look great at the end. Okay, so that's the Shaded Spruce. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in that sprig stamp in the Blackberry Bliss. We're going to kind of just go over that and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so we're just going to kind of go over where we've already gone. Okay, does that make sense? We're overlapping them just a little bit. And we're just going all the way around the circle. And then we've got, looks like one more here. Okay. So now it's starting to look a little bit cooler, right? So you kind of get the effect of, by all of the stem pieces, you kind of get this effect of it kind of like grapevine, a grapevine wreath where it goes in and out, and then you've got the leaves and you've got the sprigs and stuff. So it looks pretty cool. Now one side of this is going to get covered up like you see here. So if one side's a little wonky or doesn't look right, that's going to be the side that we're going to choose to cover up. Okay, so no worries. Okay, but it's as simple as that. Everybody can do this, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is, we've got that ready to layer. That's all there is to that. Is now we're going to bring in a piece of Whisper White, and we're going to go ahead and, I'm going to move these away. We're going to go ahead and do our sentiment. I forgot to put this one on a block, but no worries. We'll go ahead and switch this one out. Okay, put that on. So we're going to do that in the Blackberry Bliss. And we are actually done with shaded spruce. We'll close that up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that one here at the end. And we want to leave a little bit of room because remember, it's going to get cut by the die. Okay, so let's bring this one in just to see. Okay, so it's going to go like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our Floral Images. And I used 5 on that card. We're just going to use 3 on this one. So we're going to do one large one. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 small ones. And with the small one, what we're going to do is we're going to do one that's been inked, and then we're going to do a second one that is not inked. So it's going to be a little bit lighter. So it gives you a little bit of variation in your color. 1 ink pad, 2 colors. And that's all there is. Let's go ahead and close this one up. Unless you want to decorate your envelope and your inside greeting panel, now is the time that you would want to do both of those. Okay, so now we've done our stamping. Now what we're going to do is you're going to bring over your Big Shot platform, okay? And we're going to go ahead and set this up. And I'm going to show you how to do this all at one time. So you're going to go ahead and put the smaller one on there. We're going to take this larger one. It's going to go on Blackberry Bliss. That's going to be our 2 layers. And then we're going to do 2 of the shaded spruce. So one's going to go here, and then we're going to do a second one. And then you're going to put that on your sparkle paper, and you're going to run that through. Oops, sorry. Whoops, got to put these on. Okay, and let's put that one there. Let's see if we can get that one lined up. I think it goes this way. And there's a hint there, a little tip, is try and get them spread out so that you can do them at one time. So now we're going to have to come back. Actually, no, you would not have to come back a second time with this one, because if I did not have my missing one, that would be there as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to run this one through the Big Shot, and then real quick, you're going to just take and you're going to redo that one, and you're going to redo that one, and that's going to give you 2 and 2 of those, and those are already going to be done. So in less than a minute, you're done with all of your die cutting. And then through the magic of video, we've got all of our pieces cut, which just took about a minute. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take off these here and our sentiment and these. Okay, and then I've already got these cut, so we're going to leave those for another project here. So now it's just a matter of assembling it. Okay, so we're going to bring in our glue. And this is our multi-purpose glue. Just give that really quick, just a little bit is all you need. And we're going to go ahead and make sure we've got that lined up square. And if you're ever in doubt, remember you can use your grid paper. And this too is where if you look at your wreath and decide that there's maybe a side that you didn't like, then use that as your side that gets covered up, okay? Now we're going to bring in our little strip of the Designer Series paper. And I don't like to cut mine ahead of time, like I said. I just find it easier to just do it like that. And then we're going to put that there. It just gets butted right up against that. And then bring my snips in, and we're just going to give that a snip. A snip. Okay. Let's go ahead and layer this guy onto here. And one of the nice things about using the glue is that you've got, you know, a few seconds to get it kind of wiggled around. Okay, so it's going to go here. So instead of the congratulations being down here at the bottom, we're going to put our sentiment right here, and then we're going to bring in our layer pieces to go underneath that. So what we're going to do is I've got two of these leaves, and what I have done, there's the two leaves, is I've taken one of them and I've turned it over so that I've got a mirror image. Okay, so one of these is going to just get glued down here. It's going to go underneath there, and then we're going to do the same thing with this one. It's going to go here. Okay, then we're going to bring in our little sparkle berries, fillers, whatever you want to call that. We're just going to place that right over it. Okay, do the same thing here. Now, if you prefer to have these completely glued down, you can use the double-sided adhesive sheets and put that on the back of the glimmer paper before you run it through your Big Shot. I like to have mine loose so that, you know, it just has a little more dimension, but totally a personal preference. And then I did the same thing with this sprig. If you notice, I didn't show it to you before I put it down, but I don't know if you can see on the card, it's a mirror image as well. And how I did that is when I went to do the cutting, I cut one with the die on the top of the glimmer paper, like that. And then for the second one, I flipped it over and I did it from the back side. Okay, and then that gives you a mirror image that you can use. So that's another tip for you, trick. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this little guy back in, and let's decide how we want our roses. So I'm thinking let's do one there, and then we'll do these two little guys back down here. So we're going to just glue that one up. Okay, and it's going to kind of peek out from behind that. And then we're going to do one of these behind here. Go like that. And then this one's going to go on top. Okay, which actually, before I put that down, let's go ahead and put this one on with our dimensionals. So we're going to just put a couple dimensionals on the back here. And I have had trouble today getting the paper backing off all day. Have you ever just had those days? I hope it's not just me. Okay, so we're going to get that on there. So now we've got one under, and we're going to put this one on top. Just like that. And actually, let's stick a dimensional underneath him. Let's go ahead and put that. Should have done that to begin with, but that's okay. So we've got a dimensional on the bottom. See, I can't get the paper off. Oh, gotta just laugh, right? And there we go. So there we go. And there is your holiday card. Is that not a sophisticated, beautiful holiday card that you would be proud to send your friends and family? And super simple and easy. you know, it is a lot of layers, but like I said, you set up your Big Shot and you can do it in 2 passes really, really quickly. Very easy stamping, and it's absolutely beautiful. But there's one more thing that you can do if you want to step it up a little bit more, and that's bring in your Wink of Stella. And let me show you what it does. Your Wink of Stella is going to make it even more look like watercolor. Not only the watercolor, but then it adds that shimmer to it. So let's put some up here too. Is that not gorgeous? You can never have too much shimmer on your holiday cards. Can you ever have too much shimmer in general? I don't think so. So there you go. Absolutely beautiful holiday card. Totally non-traditional. I think this is a very sophisticated winter holiday card that is a wow. Absolutely love it. I hope you do too. I hope you like both versions. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. You know I love to hear from you. So if you've got questions, leave them for me. I will get back to you. All of the supplies that we used today can be purchased through my blog at stampinsavvy.com. I've got a Stampin' Savvy newsletter that you can sign up for. That includes more tips and free project tutorials as well. So sign up for that if you're interested. But I just appreciate you for watching. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.